Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Kickoff Discussion Podcast. Well, Belgium lost their opening game to Slovakia in the Euro 2024 Championship. Wow, football is just a funny game, and I would say it's unbelievable because this Belgium golden generation, I don't think they are living up to the hype because their PR is too large, it's too much, and at the end of the day, when they get to the field, they were unable to deliver. And in the first half, I would say that first half was just a disaster from my own perspective. It was a complete disaster because their manager, I don't know what he was thinking. He played Doku out of position, and his tactics I don't really understand because the Slovakians, they played a purposeful football than they did in the first half. But in the second half, things changed for them a bit. Because they were able to control the game for the majority of the second half, but they were just so unlucky to have had two goals disallowed. The first was an offside for Romelu Lukaku, and the second one, it was a foul from Openda. So, from my perspective, I don't know. I don't think these golden giants, I don't think they are living up to the hype, to be honest. But for me, they are just so unlucky in the second half. They are so unlucky. They would have at least have a draw in that game. They would have had a draw, and because they played well in the second half, and all thanks to their switch in tactics and game plan, because their manager really looked at what he was doing wrong, and he returned Jeremy Doku back to where he's supposed to play. And in the second half, he made some dangerous runs, some successful take-ons, but at the end, they were unable to deliver, and they were able to take out anything out of all those chances they created. And that was off from my own perspective. That was off because everybody expects Belgium to do more than what they are doing currently in the Euros. Well, I think the Belgian manager will have learned one or two things from this game because I don't know the kind of experimentation he was trying to bring out by playing some players that you know that they can make difference for you in a game. You are playing them out of position. It's uncalled for because I think that was what the friendlies before the build-up friendly before the Euro, before the competition is meant for. I don't know what he was doing in those friendlies. Then you came into the you are in the competition and you are kind of experimenting with the players that could make difference for you. I think the switch in position for Doku, I think that was why he was not able to make any impact in the first time. I think if he had played in his preferred position, which is the left flank, I think he would have had more impact in that game than he did. And the manager made some changes that actually make some difference, but it wasn't meant to be for them, and they were just so unlucky, as I said earlier. And the players that could make the difference, they were nowhere to be found, especially in the first half. The likes of Kevin De Bruyne couldn't do much in the first half, but in the second half, I think they came back into the game, and before their reaction was too late. Their reaction was just too late, and these are things you need to be wary of when you are playing in a competition. There are no times for errors. And now they've lost 3 points, and they'll be looking to recuperate those points in the next game, so that they will be able to advance into the knockout stages. Well, and for Slovakia, Sloboska was the standout performer for me in that game because he controlled the midfield perfectly well for Slovakia. He slowed the games down when needed, and he played fast when needed. So I think he was technically gifted, and he displayed that in that game, and that makes the difference for Slovakia in this game. After the first goal, they also threatened the Belgians. They threatened their defense, but I don't think they replicate what they did in the first half enough in the second half because the Belgians, they were all over the place looking for an equalizing goal. Lukaku got 2 goals, and the 2 goals were disallowed, so it wasn't meant to be for them. And I think, as I said earlier, the manager will have learned his lesson not to experiment with players, especially in this kind of competition, because if it happens to be in a league match, we will say, okay, you say have a long time to put one or two things together. But this time around, it is a competition. This point they lost now. it's crucial for their qualification into the knockout stage. So it's left to them if they can actually win the next two games, so that they will be able to progress into the next phase of the competition. Well, that'll be all for this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If Belgium, they are living up to this hype or not. Thank you very much for your support. If you are new, please kindly subscribe to my channel again. And if you are already here, please smash the like button to support me. Thank you very much, and I will see you in another episode. And bye for now.